Helps if I unmute myself. As always, hello everyone, and welcome back to another game from Duos and Dark Halls, the Dark Hall based team tournament. I don't know where I was going there, for Fury of Dracula. In this game, we have CardDont Shoot playing as the Hunters, representing the team Plotting to Punch, and playing as Dracula, AndreZot representing the team Kayari. Carbonara special. Hopefully that was a little bit better. Probably not. I was trying to listen to the pronunciation in the street, but I can't remember it now. I can't read phonetics. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, everyone in chat. We've got Meme in chat. Determinator's here. Snuffleupagus is here. Determinator's here. Pizza Wizard's here. Geordie is here. Hello, everybody. Feel free to say hi in the chat. Welcome, welcome in. I'm currently running solo at the moment for this. But if anybody wants to drop by, then let me know. We can try and accommodate another commentator, if you so wish. But if you want to just sit back and relax and listen to me ramble on, then feel free. I ran an advert before we got underway, so that pushes it back a little bit. We'll have to run another one during the first week. But anyway, welcome everybody, and hello everyone as well who's watching this back on YouTube. This game was streamed live on Twitch. So links in the description if you ever want to watch a game live on Twitch, plus all the other people who record games from the Duos and Dark Halls tournament and the Fury of Dracula community in general are in the description of the YouTube video. So yeah, you'll see the Twitch chat going up on the... that side of the screen. It's really hard doing this mirrored. Anyway. Oh, he found him! Alright then. That's a quick start to this game. Classic Southern Italy start. So we know then that Dracula started in Rome, because Bari was also checked. So yeah, like last week, we're going to have a flurry of activity at the beginning, I think. It always seems like you seem to be recording AndreZot's games, which is because AndreZot, as a fellow European, fellow Mediterranean player as well, that means that the times often line up in this. Yes, AndreZot is playing as Dracula, so when I write the names of the players in the title, I always write the person who's playing Hunters first. It's just become customary that you say the Hunter player first and then Dracula. So yeah, AndreZot is Dracula this week. Italy reigns. AndreZot buys it entirely warranted. Absolutely. Absolutely. As long as it's not number 13, that's fine. So yeah, I think last week we saw AndreZot playing as Hunters, or was it 2 weeks ago? I can't remember now. Everything is just... my brain's been mush the last few weeks. I can't remember... I remember games, but I can't remember when they were. So we definitely had a really fun game. That was between Talvalar and AndreZot. So yeah. Okay, that's no real surprise there. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see AndreZot back onto Dracula, and also it's been a while since I've watched CardDont Shoot. Didn't we stream a game at the beginning of the tournament with CardDont Shoot playing as Hunters, but I can't remember who that was against. Don't remember. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how CardDont Shoot has improved over just the 4 weeks or so since, at least I, anyway, have last watched CardDont Shoot. Is anybody... Snuff, you're probably the one who's most up-to-date on things. I'm sorry. I mean, I know I'm tournament admin, but I'm just so out of the loop these days. I'm just busy with so much stuff. I'm on holiday next week. So it means I can actually stream some games, and I can actually focus on all the other games apart from my own and the one that I stream every week. So yeah, Snuff is probably on top of the information. What are the win rates? What's going on? I'm gonna just say it now. I'm gonna be a little bit biased here towards CardDont Shoot. A, because of the slightly more inexperienced player that CardDont Shoot is compared to AndreZot, but also because of my fuck up last week against Snuffleupagus. The Cagliari Carbonara Special are ahead of my team. So if CardDont Shoot can take a win here, that will help my team. So there you go. That is, that's the deal here. It'll be to my team's advantage. And I think Geordie, who's in the chat, who's my teammate, I think he would agree. Team AndreZot all the way. Alright, I see. So got a little bit of balance going on here. That's fine. If the chat want AndreZot to win, that's alright. But I'm going to vote for the underdog here a little bit, and also as the hunter player, and also it benefits my team. I think I've got a lot of reasons to be supporting CardDont Shoot here. But I'll try and be as impartial as possible. So it's very interesting here that Van Helsing and Seward wasted no time. Local rumors again in Vienna. That's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. So Calero Carbonara Special are 6 and 4. How many wins have you got? How many wins has AndreZot has definitely got at least 2 wins, I think. Whoa, I thought my computer just glitched out. And CardDont Shoot has won a game. So yeah, it's 2 players. I think almost everybody has won a game at this point. I think there's only 1 player who hasn't won out of the 20 players who are competing. So yeah, everyone's been picking up wins. It's really good stuff to see that. I'm just really sorry I haven't been able to like stream or even then watch as many of the games. It's just been too busy, far too busy. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna quickly run an ad, and then that way we push it as far into the game as possible for the next one. Everyone except Wizakajic got well. Hopefully Wizakajic can then lose one. Naples sign location rather than Bari is interesting. Yeah, I mean the thing is, I think there's definitely some merit to Naples because it prevents the excellent weather play from Venice to Bari, which is one way that you can counter that if they have excellent weather. And it's still really tricky to get to Naples. Really, it's not easy. But now we're looking at this. Has Dracula gone up immediately from Naples and now is in Venice or Genoa, say? Or... okay, not in Genoa, but could be in Venice. Or is it Rome and then Bari with Hyde? Or is it Bari then Rome with Hyde? Or something of that description. So we'll have to see. There's a lot of early movement here from these two. But it does put pressure on Dracula. If Dracula is indeed going up in this... whoa. If Dracula is moving up in this direction... well, hello everybody. Thank you very much for the raid. I'm really sorry there's an advert running, so I'll be able to say hi. I feel really bad now if they just bumped into an advert. Yeah, I've been hit... yeah, sorry. Oh, wax cylinders. Oh, that's fun. Oh. Oh! Dracula didn't hide. Oh my goodness.
Wind's howling.
Thank you for that. Oh, I really hope a lot of people now don't leave because of that ad. I tried to time it before the raid came in, but Andy was late raiding. I'm just gonna say. Okay, the ad has ended. Andy, thank you very much for the raid. Andy is always late. Yeah, I know. So here's the thing. I tried to time that advert so that it wouldn't hit when you raided, but because you were late, and I was holding it for as long as possible, I ended up holding it too late. I'm really sorry. So I'm really sorry for Andy's viewers who have just come in, hit with an advert. But now, there won't be another advert for an hour and a half. So none of that BS. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody who's come into the chat. We're doing some competitive Fury of Dracula here, between two relatively inexperienced players, but they're picking up experience. AndreZot, who's playing as Dracula, has been in the community for about 6 months now at this point, and CardDont Shoot has come in for the first time for this tournament. I don't have that. I only put in 2. Oh, yeah. It's accumulating, and have you not realised it's an accumulation thing? It accumulates. It's not the time that you put in. That's fine. Anyway. So yeah, welcome everybody. Oh, we met the community challenge. Oh, no, we didn't. We're 95% of the way there. Also, okay, so in case anyone's just jumped in. Sorry, this is going to be so random for people on YouTube. But we're trying to do a community challenge to get an electric bagpipe stream. And we're 96% of the way there, and that probably means next week I'll be doing a stream where I'll be playing the electric bagpipes. Whew. So if that sounds interesting to you, feel free to stick around and donate as many channel points as you like, up to 2,000. If you want to If you want to also donate to have those funny sound effects, you can do that too. So there you go. So anyway, everyone who's just joined, hello, I'm Scott Sword. I do some Tiny Glade, but I've also do lots of other stuff, Rollercoaster Tycoon, so Wingspan, but Fury of Dracula was the thing that I always, I started with on YouTube and now doing it on Twitch, so, and I'm also one of the tournament organizers over there. We've got a whole little community. This game is very niche, but it has a very dedicated following, and we have about 2 tournaments a year, and they normally go on for quite a long time. So anyway, we're between 2 players here. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. We might have oh! Forewarned? Oh! Oh my god! If he had forewarned, that could be dead Dracula already. Oh my god. This is awesome. Okay. What a game so far. Anyway. So, if anyone doesn't know what this is called Fury of Dracula. It's a board game based upon the classic Bram Stoker novel. Dracula's running around Europe with hidden movement and laying down these nasty traps for the hunters, and he wants to try to accumulate vampiric influence. The 4 hunter characters are trying to stop him. You can play around the table with up to 4 people playing as the hunters and 1 person playing as Dracula, but we play 1v1. So one person is controlling all of the hunters, and you got another 1 person controlling as Dracula. There's strategy, there's hidden movement, there's bluffing, there's combat, and there's lots of vampiric, vampire themes and all that sort of stuff. So if that sounds interesting, stick around for it. And it's quite a complex game, but I'll try and guide you through it. But feel free to put questions in the chat. If I can't answer, there'll be people in the chat who will be able to answer. Dreaming of dinosaurs with space helmets. I think that sounds like a very good plan. That won't make any sense to a lot of people, but that's fine. So yeah, so what Dracula's done here is start off in Naples and did go all the way up to Venice in the end. Really risky, that move, actually, because if Gadami had forewarned, we could have had all 4 hunters potentially getting onto Dracula's location, and that could just be Dracula dead already. So yeah. More times we see that word, the better. Yeah. So everyone doesn't know, AndreZot, who's playing as Dracula, and Snuffleupagus, who's in the chat, they're teammates. So Snuff is going to be really wanting AndreZot to win here. I am technically impartial in the sense of my teammate is not competing, but I would like the hunters to win. A, because playing hunters is hard. B, CardDont Shoot is more inexperienced than AndreZot, so I'm always going for the underdog. And also, if CardDont Shoot wins, it actually benefits my team, so we'll do that. Okay, we've got Wolves in Florence. Okay, for efficiency's sake, it makes sense to search that. But there's also a reason we're like, well, if Naples matures, then you've just triggered that for free, but it's fine. So, right, there was no hide because we had the wax cylinders. So what Dracula's done here is gone from Naples to Bari to Rome to Florence to Venice. So it's a very good wax cylinders to be able to deduce the trail and then jump on Venice. And I guess that's why CardDont Shoot was taking a lot of time to think there in terms of, do I actually try and pounce on Dracula's location? What? Oh, okay, yeah, he's protected with fog. That makes sense. Oh, and there's a Dracula card. Oh! This is fun. Oh! Vampiric Influence is here. That's going to hit Mina. And probably... Oh, she doesn't have a horse, though. What do? Do you yoink the Heavenly Host, maybe? It's not the strongest Vampiric Influence I've ever seen. But it's okay. So yeah, AndreZot going aggressive here. I probably would have taken the opportunity to try and get away from the hunters. But, hey, there's a Dracula card on top. You may as well take a little bit of a punt, I think. So anyone doesn't know, we're playing this tournament with a slightly different rule set than we normally would. That thing that Dracula just did normally just gives Dracula encounter cards, and the encounter cards are these sort of beige color cards that Dracula uses as traps to try to hurt the hunters, and he has to put vampires there to try and get points to win the game and so on. But also what Dark does now is it draws the top card from this event deck, and if it's a Dracula card, Dracula gets to keep it, because normally Dracula doesn't get a lot of events because of the way that we play. We play in a very methodical way, which means Dracula doesn't get those events. So Dracula got an event, it hit Mina, there's loads of things to explain. I won't explain why it hit Mina, but we can talk about that later if need be. And yeah, Mina got pushed into Zagreb, nothing bad happened, and she what actually got discarded? Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, the chartered carriage got removed from Mina. That's kind of interesting. There wasn't a really obvious choice there. I mean, I'd maybe argue even the escape route, because you might then be able to be aggressive on Tamina, and you know all her items, so you might be able to kill her. Dragon's got a little bit of a problem now, because this fog's going to disappear, so he's either going to have to go to sea or wolf form. And there's also a very, very, very early use of fog. Dracula only has 2 of those fog encounter cards. So now Dracula's gonna have to play with this tightrope basically throughout the whole yeah, he's gonna be walking on a tightrope for the most of the game. Oh, it's a fake. I forgot AndreZot likes fake rumors. I completely forgot that was a thing. But it means that the next thing's gonna mature though. So if it's a vampire or another hoax, that's not bad actually. But now Dracula's gonna have to go to sea or wolf form. So the problem is Dracula's kind of burning resources here a little bit, in the sense of, you know, is down 2 health, lost a fog, and now he's going to have to potentially wolf form. So if Seward's dealing with this trail, so if the others just chase after him, if they'd have the right type of movement, this could go badly. But then the Hunters haven't supplied very much, so maybe they don't have the stuff to jump on Dracula. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. But wolf form makes a lot of sense rather than going to sea. So, but a wolf form from Venice is not very strong. That's at least my opinion. I don't know how people feel about this in the chat, but wolf form to Venice is strong because it's quite a bit of a difficult city to get to sometimes. It's a small city, so if you discover he's not there, you can't supply up very easily. But wolf forming from Venice, there's only really Zagreb and Vienna and Nuremberg, really, because you can't get to Marseille because it's blocked. And that's a kind of reason why I actually like that Van Helsing came over quickly. You could have just sat there supplying all game and still been in London, but you've blocked Marseille, which I think is really good. So I think you can just scan Germany and work out if Dracula's there. Maybe it's a wolf form to Zurich, and then Dracula can then slip into Germany tomorrow or go into Strasbourg. Yeah, they probably don't have great movement. That's true. That's true. But I mean, if this trail gets wiped, if there's a vampire here and all this gets wiped, the hunters then suddenly have nothing to deal with, and they can just supply up and then just run Dracula down. So, I don't know. I don't know if the East is too predictable, but I would probably prefer it if Dracula got into Zurich and now tries to be something sneaky and sneaks into Nuremberg after the scan. But you're okay. So didn't wolf form to Nuremberg. Okay, so it's only now Vienna or Zagreb or Zurich, which unless it's a fake wolf form. Oh, it was a vamp. Okay, so Dracula used the fake rumor token to guarantee 4 points. Not bad. Definitely not bad at all. But obviously this wolf form still remains on the trail. So basically, for anyone who's wondering, the win condition is Dracula needs to get this influence tracker, basically this barometer or thermometer, as one of my Twitch viewers said once. If this thermometer hits 13, the game instantly ends and Dracula wins. The hunters have to kill Dracula. So Dracula has 15 health. If he ever drops to 0, that's it. Game's over. Dracula can accumulate points in different ways, and the hunters can try and do damage to Dracula in different ways. Normally it's through combat, but Dracula can take damage in other ways too. We'll explain as we go through. There's a lot going on in this game, so if you're new to this, just enjoy the pure thematics of the game and how exciting it can be. Don't worry about understanding the really nitty-gritty strategy of it all. If you're interested, I've got a YouTube channel which has a lot more gameplay on it if you want to watch it more slowly, or if you want to ask questions in chat, feel free. If you want to go exclamation mark YouTube, you'll get my YouTube links. Zurich is the best wolf form, I think. Possibly. I guess it depends on what the hunters do. If the hunters just sit still and supply because they haven't got the horses and stuff, they'll be able to grow. He'll be able to build quite a lot of distance into the east. I almost like Vienna because then you can then decide you want to go up into northern Germany, but the problem is then you got some really risky cities like Prague and Berlin, which are very dangerous CG locations. And even if the CG is not optimal, you could cause a lot of issues for Dracula if the hunters discover him moving up in this direction. Hey, Julie, hola. Hello, hello. No worries, Julie, thanks for the look. Always welcome. So, yeah. Interesting start to the game. It's been quite a flurry. We had the early reveal with the scouts. Stopped the hoax, but then the vampire matured. But I'd rather have a vampire mature than a hoax, I think. Especially if it's not a rumored vampire. So there's a lot of Dracula events in here, so you can definitely have some nasty stuff for Dracula to pick. Okay, they're now trading. That's good. Eventually they'll get the horses, right? In a couple of days they'll be able to fly through all this. So, and the Huns have a load of... Oh, right, Mina's got a horse. So, it's very possible that Gadami picked up 2 horses, maybe. This has been a very quick game. We're interested to see how sort of CardDont Shoot sort of adapts to this. But I haven't seen anything which has been very controversial, let's say. The Dark Call from Dracula didn't actually do too much. The vampiric influence wasn't really a big deal. Sure, child of character might be important, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, Gadami's still supplying. I don't mind it, honestly. I'm okay with it. Oh, perfect. You don't need to move if you get newspaper reports. So Dracula seems to have gone east, unless it's like a fake one, and now Dracula's in Prague. Hey, Sophie. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Alrighty. So, okay, still supplying up. So, this is kind of a thing with this game where your Dracula's location, well, location 2 days ago has been revealed. And the hunters are just sitting supplying. The reason why is because the hunters want to accumulate items and events that they use then to win the game thereafter. The newspaper report event was able to reveal this without the hunters having to move. They're going to pick up stronger weaponry, which will allow them to then deal with Dracula in combat, deal with these encounters, and so on. What's poppin'? We just got a really good game of Fury of Dracula. It's been quite a quick and ferocious start to the game, but never anything bad about that. I'm just going to give a quick shout out in the chat to AndreZot, who raided us. He does some really chilled out Tiny Glade, which is like a sandbox builder. Oh, nice knife into the fang. So no fang attack there from the vampire. So this is the first combat we've seen. So yeah, if you want to watch some really chilled out content, I recommend AndreZot. Okay, you're going to fang again, or you're going to try to... Oh, mesmerize. Okay, I understand what... You know, I get it with card. You want to take the chance to punch, because imagine if Dracula then throws out a claws, you could have killed the vampire, right? So this is the first bit of combat we've seen. So it's always exciting when we get combat for the first time. Yeah, exactly. That I like the ambush because we saw that Mina had a stake. That's true. I don't think she discarded it. Maybe trade on to Gadal. Maybe it's okay. Yeah, Dracula survived. Dracula survived. Venice, which is very important. Hey, Natalia. Hello, hello. The Agent of Chaos has arrived. Missed. Yep. Makes sense. So yeah, vampires can escape after 3 rounds of combat. So on the 4th round out of 6, they can escape like that. And unless the vampire doesn't draw that escapist miss card, or the hunters have a crucifix, you can't do anything about it. So yeah, bit of a problem. But it's okay. Agent of Chaos, who, where? Haha, acting all innocent. Hey, Rhea Camp, hello. I was not paying attention, I was getting ready for bed. Brief 30-second overview. Okay, right. Quick 30-second overview. So basically, this game is based on the classic Bram Stoker novel. It's meant to be a sequel to the book, but never mind. Doesn't really matter. But it incorporates a lot of aspects from the book, so thematically, very cool. So what happens is you have 4 hunter characters who are trying to track down Dracula. When you play around the table, you can have up to 4 people playing as the hunters and 1 as Dracula, but we play 1v1. So we have 1 player, CardDont Shoot in this case, who's controlling all 4 hunters at once, and then you got 1 person playing as Dracula. The idea is objectives. Dracula is trying to spread vampiric influence throughout Europe. If this thermometer on the left-hand side gets up to 13, which is his influence tracker, he automatically wins the game. He accumulates influence by doing different things. He matures vampires, so if the vampire gets put onto this little trail in the top and survives for a week and then falls off the other end, you'll gain points for it. If he kills hunters, you'll get points, and there's other ways you can get it too. The hunter's objective is to kill Dracula. So Dracula starts the game with 15 health. He can lose health by different means, which we won't go into, but more or less, the most common way that the hunters will try and kill Dracula is get into combat with him and kill him. The problem is combat can be very risky for the hunters because they'll be doing it at night when there's a risk that they can get bitten or they could die and blah, 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 blah. So there's a lot of strategy involved with this game. But it's also very thematic. So, yeah, that's the general gist. On my stream before, I have done Fury of Dracula for Dummies kind of stream, where I kind of explain how the game works. And I was going to import it onto YouTube, but then I was an idiot, and I lost the VOD. So I'm going to have to do it again. But I'm sure we can easily organise that. On my YouTube, I've got loads of other stuff based upon that. And there's loads of people who record games too. So yeah, feel free to put anything in the chat if you want, because of questions. Okay, so I kind of like the Seward is just sticking back and supplying. You don't have to risk heading across by sea, because that'd be very slow. Mina Gadami advancing forward. Zagreb's empty. Okay. I don't mind the Zaged check, because the full movement didn't get used, but then you're making sure, because if you go to Klausenberg, there's a risk that Dracula didn't go there, and then you're kind of losing time a little bit. So I don't mind that. So what's going to happen now for the next few days of the game is the hunters are going to have to try and clear this trail as fast as possible. And they're going to basically try to hound Dracula out of this extremity location, unless Dracula is somehow backtracking, which would be very risky. Dracula's going to be heading towards one of these coasts, and then he's going to leave by sea, and then go around in this direction towards the Trinidad Mediterranean, and then land again. So the plan for the hunters is they have to try to not let any of these encounters mature, if possible. Spy's a bit unfortunate, but then Bucharest is nearby, so she might be able to resupply. Or even Budapest. She lost a knife, that's very difficult. But I thought she had a stake, so why didn't she stake the Zagreb vampire? Ah, maybe Van Hel's going to deal with it because he also has a stake. What's the stake situation? 1, 2... Oh, there are 3 stakes. There's only 1 stake left. Maybe Gadami has the stake. Because there was a trade. Maybe Mina has double knife. Or Heavenly Host knife. Don't know. Don't know. So as you can notice, as a commentator, a lot of the information I have is hidden. I don't know what the players have. I'm having to do what Dracula is doing and try to deduce what the hunters have. And the same, I don't know where Dracula is, so I'm having to try and deduce where Dracula is. Hey, Moose. I didn't see you drop by. There's a lot of chat, so maybe I must have missed you, but thank you very much for being here. Yeah. So, yeah. The hunters have to try to get Dracula out of this location without doing too much damage, and then they have to very quickly backtrack. And then once Dracula tries to land somewhere over here, they're ready to pounce on him. That's kind of the dynamic that's going to be played here. But Dracula can be sneaky and try and maybe then double back the other way. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. Where are you off to? Oh, sorry for smacking the knight. Ooh, Dracula's in Bucharest last turn. So we know that Dracula is adjacent to Bucharest. He can only move 1 road at a time. Hey, Rukamania is here. Oh, can we get some hype in the chat for Rukamania? If you don't know, Rukamania is my co-host for the Keeping You Company podcast. And he's an all-round legendary guy. So can we get some hype? Oh, Galat and Constanta are not on the trail, which that means Dracula is in Klausenberg or Belgrade or Sofia. Wow, we've now done Dracula's location to 3 places. That's awesome. The game has been great so far, Aruk. It's been played at quite a pace. Quite a pace indeed. And yeah, we had a very interesting start. We had a potential for a 4v1 in Venice at the end of the first week, but there was fog. And AndreZot played it quite well to be able to play the Dark Call and then take advantage of the lack of movement from the Hunters and wolf form into the east. The Hunters are hot on his trail here, and if he's not careful, if he misplays the next move, you could get 3 Hunters jumping in on him. So we'll have to see. Okay, so Van Helsing punch first round. That's interesting. I think we have to assume that Van Helsing has the stake here. Van Helsing would not be moving here if there was no stake, to be honest. I don't know much about this game, but the map is giving me good ideas for vacations. Just don't go during this time period, Moose. Stay in modern times. Don't go back to this time. The time that the game is set. I mean, if you want to, I mean, Determinator. Why don't you join Determinator? Why aren't you in here? I mean, if Rukamania wants to join me, he's very welcome. Right, what's Van Helsing going to do now? Fanging, that makes sense. Ooh, a rifle. Oh, unless there's holy bullets. Okay, so that Fang attack means that Dracula got another point. Okay. And... oh, no holy bullets. Yeah. That's alright, no worries, Aruk. Well, we're very happy to have you here. No worries, Terminator. We'll try and find something for next week. Yeah, don't time travel. Yeah, exactly. You don't want to be dealing with all this shit that's in the game on your vacation. There's loads of places in Europe I want to go. Zagreb's one of them. I really want to go to Croatia at some point. Anyway. So, yeah. Van Helsing is just taking a lot of damage here for no real obvious reason. Okay, I guess Van Helsing didn't have a stake then. But the vampire's dead, but that's a Heavenly Host gone. So that's kind of crucial for Consecrated Ground plays. Oh, but the deck's about to reset, so it's not the end of the world, actually. That's probably the best time to have used it. Okay, Van Helsing almost died. But Van Helsing can go back to Munich safely, so that's great. Almost better than getting the 4 points? I disagree. I disagree with that. I don't know if I agree, Snuff, but that's okay. You take the victories wherever you think you can get them. Okay. It makes sense because Mina has a resupply. Or maybe even get arming trades. I hope he's a wizard one day goes to Amsterdam and takes a picture of him next to the sign. Yeah, we gotta try and make that happen. We have to crowd fund him to go. I did say almost 1.6 damage. Yeah, but the thing is, like, Van Helsing's not in like any danger now, right? I mean, the only way would be if somehow he moves into Sarajevo and then Dracula's there. But he can just backtrack to Munich, and he's just very safe here. He did his job, and he actually played that. He played that combat really well. Very easy that he could have played. Oh, he's in Baltica. What a surprise! Well, that's really important. He's not in Belgrade. Oh, that's such a niche reference, Snuff. I've tried to get my Twitch audience interested in jet lag. Every time I bring it up, they just don't bite, so I just give it up. Oh, I watched the latest episode. Oh my goodness. I love that. Just not just bikes got a mention. I love that YouTube channel. Ooh, rumor token on Bucharest. Okay, there must be a stake over here. So I don't really like that rumor token, because you know if Van Helsing's using. Okay, that's bold. I don't think you're in a position to pack unless he's in Valona. But the problem is you've got. Oh, I don't know about this one. I really don't think this is right, especially with Van Helsing taking so much damage like that. But then if he's in Valona, and if Sud has excellent weather, he does. He does. Oh, Dracula wasn't there! Oh. Oh. I mean, if Dracula goes to sea immediately, so it could just backtrack to Venice very easily. Where are you going? Kadame! Where are you going? You played with new vigor. Chase after Dracula. Oh no. Yeah. I really don't know if it's right, not what you want to hear. Yeah, I've been wrong before. I mean, if he found him in Valona, that'd have been excellent. Now, cause Gadami rolls slow, so he can't actually. I would be tempted to check Sarajevo in case Dracula's trying to be sneaky here. Yeah, it's huge. I don't think Gadami should have gone to Belgrade though. I think that was a mistake. I mean, he would have rolled slow anyway, but I think going to Belgrade was a mistake. I would have, if I'd rolled slow, I would have gone to Constanta and then gone into Varna. I think. Or go to Sofia and then, I don't know, but then if you have a Saboteur, even a Saboteur in Sofia would kill your renewed vigor. Maybe CardDont Shoot has the second renewed vigor. In my Mina supplying. In my honest opinion, if you're going to do a play like that, you need to supply with a hunter first, because you might just get hired scouts. In this case, doesn't look like it. Oh, rolling slow again? Oh, God. So why... okay. I'm not sure why Renewed Vigor is being played when your horse economy is just not up to snuff. Never mind. Hey, thanks for looking, Natalia. Because then there's just too much risk of it going wrong. That's 2 different tickets I've been pulled, by the way. So it's not just one rogue ticket being a dick. That's at least 2 bad tickets in there. I don't think you can be playing Renewed Vigor in a situation like that. That's just my honest opinion. But... oh, Van Helsing has horses. I didn't know that. Oh! Do we like this? So he went to do the double... he's going to do a double heal with Seward, I think. And I don't like that they walked off Bucharest when it has a rumour token. You could have just staked it. I understand the potential to pounce then. If you've got fast horses with Van Helsing. I think, yeah, I mean, I don't think it was a bad idea. I think you just needed a horse economy to be slightly better, and I think... because the 3... I mean... we knew that Dracula was in Sofia. Shame the scouts missed yesterday, but we knew he was in Sofia. So only 3 places he could 4 places he could go today. If you're gonna play... it's difficult, because you have to play the Renewed Vigor before you know. I would have played Speed Telegraph and then done a Psychic Scan with Mina, because then you would know if he's in Belgrade or Sarajevo or... because the thing is, if he's in Sarajevo, you could get 3-on-1 if you roll well. But Van Helsing's very low health. Seward is only relevant if it's Valona. I don't think it's worth making that really ballsy play just on the off chance. Yeah, I mean, Van Helsing's now at 7 health, but only because of the Renewed Vigor. Oh my goodness, we completed our community challenge! Oh, thank you so much, everybody. Right, okay, Bagpipe stream is inbound. I don't know when I'll do it, but very soon we'll do it. Keep an eye out on the Discord. If anyone's interested who's watching and you wanna see some electric bagpipes at some point. Oh, Dracula's in Sarajevo. He's wolf formed to Munich. Well done, everybody. We did it. Well done. So if anybody wants to find out when that electric bagpipe stream is, please go !Discord, and my Discord link will pop up, and join in there, and I'll add it as an event as soon as we decide on the day and time. Yep, a rookie is here, Strider. Well done, everybody. We did it. Nope. Nope. Dracula's in Munich now. He could, yeah, he could have wolf formed to. Oh, he gone from Sarajevo to Athens, possibly. Hey, Captain Gyro's here as well. Oh my goodness, everyone's here. Thank you so much. He hates Twitch. Not, well, not enough not to be here. He'll get used to it. Well, this is this has been a very interesting game. The fact we had this renewed vigor play, and then suddenly now Dracula just wolf formed. Was he actually in Sarajevo? Because that's the least likely place he would have gone to. I suppose now Zagreb's a lair. Okay. But what about Bucharest? Well, we saw AndreZot going to Venice when there's a potential for 4 people to jump on him, so AndreZot likes a risk. Oh, you're playing card... What? You're playing card tomorrow, but card's playing today. What the hell is happening? Are you playing different weeks now? I don't think I can stream that tomorrow. In theory, I've got my own game tomorrow, and also it might be very late my time, so that's not happening. She's spying on the opposition, Ace Strider. I think my honest opinion is, once that renewed vigor play didn't work with Seward, I think they should have just dealt with the Bucharest vampire and, you know, just for efficiency's sake, deal with that. Because now you've got a situation where hunters have moved off, and now they're going to have to move back again. And if Dracula has indeed gone from Sarajevo into Munich, they're now running in the wrong direction. So I think that was an error. But it's okay. Yeah, soil in Munich wouldn't be bad at all. Yeah. Problem now, where's Mina going? Actually, Saturday. Well, if it's during Saturday, I might be able to do it. Not that I want any sort of unnecessary attention on me, but it's my birthday on Saturday, so it's slightly unknown what I'm going to be doing that day. Oh, we'll find out. I've got work in the morning, though. Cry. Anyway. Hey, and Philly's here as well. Oh my goodness, the whole gang is here. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Thank you very much. Anyway. So yeah, we've got a lot of things to do here from a hunter perspective. We have to... we've got to deal with Bucharest. Sofia got moved on to, but never got dealt with. Just need Roscoe. Well, Roscoe is in the... in the thing. Okay, not in Austro-Hungary, so there's no funny backtrack business like to Klausenberg or something. You're going to be celebrating with Mrs. Scott's. Yeah, probably. Yeah. She was already asking me today, do you want to go and have a romantic lunch? I was like, yeah, okay, go on then. So yeah, we'll... No, Roscoe knows how to use Twitch. He is, Tanti auguri, as they say in Italian. That's very different to Spanish. Anywho. Yeah, it is. Yeah, on Saturday. Yeah. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff that if Kadami has a stake, this is fine. But it's so inefficient, right? Because he's gonna have to go to Sofia again. But I guess if he just deals with the trail, he's got a day to supply. If all the other hunters chase, but that means, hang on a minute. Has Van Helsing now given up his horse? I think he must have done. I like, oh, no weapon. Oh dear. That's a problem. I like, I like CardDont Shoot here is overshooting Munich to try and scan Italy. I really like that. 21 again? Yeah, something like that. I'm now going backwards. Instead of saying my real age, I'm just going backwards. Oh, wax cylinders. Okay. Ooh. Alrighty. Not in Italy. Okay, that's interesting. And didn't hide in Munich. So now... But no hide, so it means there's no cheeky wolf form to Athens, because that'd run out of room. Unless... Was Valona vacated? Is there a way that there could have been a wolf form into Athens and then backtracked into Valona? Is that possible? I think the only way within Baltica would have to be... Oh wait, was Salonika checked? Oh, it could have been a wolf form to Salonika. And then backtracks into Valona, but only if Valona... I don't know about that rumour token. Because you got a rumour token in Bucharest. Yeah, I don't like that rumour. But that's just me. Oh! That's massive. Eh? Oh, I don't know about that. I would have searched. Search Nuremberg. That would tell you so much information. Because it's not Nuremberg, it's Vienna. Or it's some funny shenanigery business. I can't give you a state of the tournament because I am very out of the loop. Snuff can do a better job than I can. Should I play for him on the trombone champ? I wouldn't say no. I don't like this move to Munich, personally. I think Jonathan Harker should have searched Nuremberg, because that tells you so much information. If it's Nuremberg, then you know it's adjacent to Nuremberg, so you can both go into Strasbourg, or you know it's northern Germany. Dracula would be in a really difficult spot. I think allying Harker here was a mistake. You're not going to get any payoff for him for 4 days. It's not worth it. Hey, thanks for the look, Anna. Yeah, I have the mic. Yes, I know, but I don't know the state of the tournament right now. And I'd rather watch the game than look stuff up on Discord. Okay, Gadami has a stake. Oh, it was a fake. It was another fake. Oh. Unbelievable. He didn't ambush. That's just ridiculous. AndreZot's playing like 3D chess over here. Okay, is Sofia now a vampire? I mean, it could be. It could really well be. And now Gadami is going to be out of commission for quite a while. Oh, did they psychic scan? Shit, I wasn't paying attention. Did they psychic scan Germany, and was it negative or positive? It must be negative, otherwise I would have probably seen it. I'd be more likely to see it. I would not be surprised if Sofia's a vampire. But then what's this rumour token on Munich doing then? Oh, Munich was actually a vamp. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Oh, it's aristocratic. Oh, now they're psychic. What? Why are you psychic scanning during the day? What's going on? Oh, he said that was a misclick. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. He's definitely in Germany. Feel free to shoot me down here, but I think just using Jovan Hagen to search Nuremberg would have given you all that information 2 turns earlier. I always hit Psychic Bond instead of horses when Mina's another city with a hunter. Yeah, that happened. Yeah, I did that once. That was a very, very early thing, and that was back in the day when the UI wasn't as good. And I remember I thought it was going to cost me the game, and I was swearing so much in the chat, and then Warecraft was just like, "You're doing fine. Shut up. Stop whinging." Hey, man, no worries. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Yeah, it's so easy just to click very quickly. I wish Psychic Sky was in a list with everything else, but never mind. Never mind. It is what it is. Anywho. So. Sophia better not be rats. Yeah, I really think... I know it's going to be such a small thing, but I think if CardDont Shoot was... And it's not... Like, CardDont Shoot is not playing badly at all, by the way. But it's just, I think that... I was a vamp. It's only 3-point vamp, though. Only a 3-point vamp. But, that's 1 day fewer. So anyone who's new and doesn't know this, the way that the game works is Dracula... the game doesn't go on forever. If it gets to the 4th week, so we're currently on Thursday of the 3rd week. If it gets to the 4th week, every land move that Dracula makes will gain him 3 influence. So the hunters are under pressure. They have to end the game. I think, yeah, really critical mistake. Even though it was something that's very small, I think that the... I personally think Jovan Hagen should have searched Nuremberg, because that would have given you so much information. And instead of going to Munich, Mina and Stuart could have like gone to Strasbourg, checked if he was there, or Mina could have then gone up to Cologne, blocked that off, and then Dracula's in a really, really sticky situation. He's either having to go up into northern Germany, we got 2 hunters directly chasing after you, or he's going to have to backtrack eastward, and then you got the other 2 hunters converging. Hey, no worries, Aruk. Take care of yourself, and we'll be in touch. Hey, thanks for the lurk, Moose. Much appreciated. Okay, where are you off to, Mina? Yeah, I mean, Dracula could be... Whoa! Oh... Okay, he could have been there. But... I think Mina had to be a little bit more aggressive. I think you have to send her to, like, Frankfurt, I think. We're watching One Piece. Oh, nice. Decent. I need to steal him away from you for 1 day, straight next week, so we can record another podcast. I was talking to him about it earlier today. Wax cylinders. Good use of wax cylinders here, I think. Oh, still in the deck. Okay, so that means it has to be... Yeah, it could be in Hamburg now. This has been a really good game. Hyde is in the location deck. Yeah, he's seeing it all the time. So Vampire Lair will matter here. I say this because it's important and because this troll's beats a wizard. It's a mini renewed vigor after all. Oh, wow. Okay, because Nuremberg got wiped. But we know that Dracula was in Germany. So don't go east. Don't go east. You're going north. I'll go to Cologne here. You need to put pressure on Drac. Good move. Good move. If Dracula's in Hamburg now, he's got no way of getting out unless he wolf forms. I love how many of the new players are banterers. I think I've gone too serious with my play and lost the art of banter. Depends on the game. If I'm playing a tournament game, I don't banter as much, but I guess it depends on who I'm against. Oh, now he's hiding. I mean, Mina has escape route. So, this is not terrible. Oh, she has fog. Oh, no, she could be trapped in the fog. Oh, shit. Ooh. Okay, not... I think you activate combat. Yeah, okay, now he hides? Okay. I've done that trick many a time. Because in a situation like this, Dracula hiding is a good thing. Because it allows him to play down the fog. Do you take this fight? No, Aggie. I think you do, because then also you can then try to burn the escape route, and then you can go in for a second round against her. Because you've got another turn, right? Dracula could heal here and then go in for a second fight the next night. And if nothing gets traded to her, you might be okay. So this is fine. If the hunters could just quickly mop up this stuff and then supply, you could easily win with a standard move to Swansea by sea and then Liverpool. Yeah, but then what happens if suddenly Rufus Smith starts coming out and then there's a CG or something? I don't know, right? A wolf form to Swansea is very safe. If Vampire Lair comes out, then there's going to be problems. If Vampire Lair comes out, then the calculus completely changes. Because Dracula has to make 3 moves in the 3rd week. And that is massive. Yeah, I think if the hunters were a little bit more on the ball here, using John Harker to search Nuremberg would have given so much pressure on Dracula. And I don't think he can do this play. He'd have to land earlier in Hamburg. And if a hunter, other than Mina, moves in, they got forewarned. Do you not fight Mina? Nope. Oh. Snuff's happy, and then Philly's like, no! Fight! 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 Does he not like fun? He wants to win. This is a crucial game. I mean, every game's crucial at this point, but still. I understand it. I think you can maybe do some really cool stuff here and burn Mina's escape route. But... I mean, yeah, it looks very safe here for AndreZot. But at the same time, Hunter's going to be supplying for a couple of days. All it takes for them to get Vampire Lair, and that'll then screw up the entire calculus of how Dracula's going to play. And all it takes then is a really dud move. Dracula's forced to go to Ireland. If a couple of hunters go over there with excellent weather. Snuff is with AndreZot. That's why Snuff is so animated in the chat. Right, off to sea he goes. Makes sense. Makes sense, makes sense. So I would start sending Seward round to like Le Havre, personally. You might get like a lucky evil presence as well. Oh, Lucy's Revenge got discarded. Well, that makes me very sad. Huh? But what about Prague? What about Prague? Who's checking Prague? What's going on? I mean, we know the fog's not there because the deck hasn't reset. Oh, it's only a spy. Oh, I think AndreZot should have taken the fight. Personally. I don't like this ambush, though. Oh, haha, funny. Funny, Strider. Just stir the pot, why don't you? Yeah, I don't like the ambush very much. Well then. Just my opinion, I think AndreZot's play has looked between... What do you mean has looked between? With each game ever since the game versus Geo we co-commed. Nice. Hired scouts. Well, that's useless. What about Prague? Who's dealing with Prague? I'm so confused. I think Sud should be repositioning to La Havre here. Ah, look better. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it also helps, like, the way the nature of the tournament is. Like, you're going to have a teammate who can watch and give feedback. And also just players will just naturally get better. We saw it in the League of Dracula that we did in the autumn. You know, AndreZot had a rough beginning, but then picked up a lot of wins towards the end, and if had picked up, you know, done a little bit more practice before, or picked up a couple of wins earlier on, could have been in the knockouts, which is very impressive for a new player when you see the amount of experience that was in that league. I know the way the league structure was sense that a lot of players could make it to the knockout stage, but that's the benefit of the format. Oh, it just needed to be searched. Oh, wow. Okay, well, that's GG. That's GG. There's nothing you can do about that. Because even now, Vampire Lair is useless. Oh. Roscoe just instantly leaving. Yeah, I mean, in this situation, he is spot on. This is GG. Well played, AndreZot. Really good game. I think CardDont Shoot played well too. This is definitely not a case of, you know, CardDont Shoot has definitely improved a lot since the first game I watched. That's for sure. I just think that, yeah, two crucial errors were not checking the Prague thing. I don't know why that happened. It easily could have slipped, right? If you're so fixated on trying to then reposition, you're not... I've done it where I forgot to search stuff. So that's not, you know... That'll be stuff they could eradicate. Oh, now Aggie comes out. Great. And I think the Jonathan Harker ally... I don't think we can overlook that. I think that was, like, the critical error. Because that would have revealed Dracula's location so much earlier, and then you'd have a situation where Dracula is then trying to run into Hamburg, but he can't because you've got Sud and Mina barreling down on him. If Dracula tries to wolf form, might force to wolf form in a way that's inefficient. I think we have a completely different game then, and maybe Sud has forewarned, right? It's unlikely because Gadaming's got it, but oh, excuse me, there could be a second one kicking about that we don't know about. So yeah, not checking Prague, and then the Jonathan Harker thing. The first Vampire Mature was not Card's fault because it was a really good bluff with the hoax, and then the second one I think was slightly on CardDont Shoot because I think Bucharest should have got surged. I don't think the renewed vigor was used efficiently. I think once the Valona thing failed, I think the Hunters had to bail off that renewed vigor play. Yeah, it got completed, Julie. We're at 100%, so I'm going to have to try and organize it with you guys at some point. I have to find a day next week. Maybe even this weekend. Oh, I'll have to see. Yeah, GG both. Really, really good game. I know CardDont Shoot is left, but really good game. Really, really good game. AndreZot took risks, but it worked out. The Sarajevo play was very, very risky. Very risky. No, not a strong second, because 3 teams went to this week with 6 wins? No, I think it's 4. Tomorrow. I can't do tomorrow, Julie. I've got a Fury of Dracula game, unless it gets cancelled. But then I've got an early start on Saturday, so we'll have to see. We can figure it out. But I did the last one on Friday. Because I've got a lot of work to do tomorrow, so I have to see. Good read. We'll discuss it in the Discord. I think there were 4 teams on 6 wins. So it's really close. Really, really, really close. Yeah, yeah. You're in the driving seat because of IDS. Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna. This is why I needed CardDont Shoot to do a bit of a favor here, because we need, you know, after my screw up and your really good play, Snuff, you know, that put you in such a strong position over us. So yeah, we need to. What was it? There's loads more Fury of Dracula to play, so we'll have to see what happens. Good game, very very good game. AndreZot played solid, took risks, but then was able to sort of use those fake rumors really well. And then CardDont Shoot played well. There's efficient, movement. There wasn't a lot of inefficient movement. It was only that little bit with the renewed vigor, but that's okay. No worries, Tornado. See you soon. Thanks for joining. But I think the real thing was the Jovan Harker play, because Jovan Harker as an ally there gives you no benefit. You've already revealed quite a bit of the trail. You're not going to get that payoff. Just being able to search Nuremberg, even if your persona is Nuremberg, you can rule it out really quickly, or maybe just rule something adjacent to Nuremberg if you want. But I think just dealing with Nuremberg, get Nuremberg search, confirm it's Nuremberg and not some sort of bullshit, backtracking malarkey. And then you can block off Strasbourg, and then Dracula would be in Prague at that point, and then Dracula's got this really, really, really difficult decision. Oh, sorry. Of what to do next. So, sorry for the yawns, it's been a long day. But yeah. Yeah, we got our games tomorrow. Well, I think so. Wormtalon's a little bit under the weather, but hopefully, if we can play it tomorrow, we will. If we postpone it, we'll postpone it. We'll find a way. Better to play when Wormtalon's feeling up to it, but I've left it entirely up to Wormtalon if we play or not. I'm not going to push Wormtalon one way or the other. Good game. Good game all round. And definitely, yeah, really good to see these two players who have come into the community fairly recently, who have improved a lot, and that's really, really, uplifting to see, and it's really good that then, the practice they're doing, I've done some practice with CardDont Shoot, Snuff, you've done practice with AndreZot, and I'm sure CardDont Shoot and Combat Wombat have been playing with each other, and yeah, this kind of the vibe of the team tournament, and it helps these newer players, so it's great. Love it. Absolutely fantastic game. They played at a really good pace. That's like just over an hour. Well, the game itself was like about an hour, 5-10 minutes. That's pretty good going, to be honest. Pretty good going. No worries, Snuff. You're very welcome. If anyone, yeah, as I said, if anybody wants to know when the electric bagpipe stream is happening, please go !Discord, and the link to the Discord will appear, and we will organize it. And I think what I'm going to do, folks, is I'm going to keep streaming a little bit, because it's only 11 o'clock. I'm going to stream a little bit longer, because I can't go to bed now, because I'm really hyped after the game. Even though I'm quite tired, I can't play after that game. I always get very hyped. So, yeah, let me just quickly do the outro for YouTube, and then I can talk to you guys. So yeah, anyway. Yeah, everyone who's watching on YouTube, thank you so much. And yeah, feel free to follow all the people who do recordings from the Fury of Dracula community. Their links are down below. And yeah, if you want to join all the fun on Twitch, then you can do so by following the link in the description too. And there'll be loads more over the next few weeks. And you can come and join all these amazing people. And yeah, I'll see you all for another game of Fury of Dracula very soon. Take care, everybody.